Well, the NFL did not lie. It was definitely a wild card weekend. Sorry, that was the best thing I had. Greetings, everybody. I'm the voice of reason. Joining me, as always, is Nicky and hopefully Leah for our Haymakers predicting the NFL playoffs. More than likely, Leah has fallen asleep. We gave her a ping, so hopefully she'll be here within the next couple minutes or so. But yeah, wild card weekend was definitely wild.
It could be called that for sure.
Yeah. The sad part is only one of those games was actually close.
Yeah, they were wild in that one team was just wildly better than everybody else.
Alrighty. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, so if you looked at our scores as far as prediction goes, most of us went 3-3. Well, actually, two of us went 3-3. The other went 2-4.
Yeah, like we didn't do a great job, but none of us really did a good job of predicting this stuff.
Nah, honestly, it was. Oh, I have to think about how we did last year, but if I recall, it was. I want to say it was like roughly the same score. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, we were all wrong on picking the Browns over the Texans because Jesus, the Strouds are them.
Yeah, CJ Stroud is that dude. Like he's already a top 5 or 6 quarterback in the league, and that feels weird.
All right, yeah, that is just one of the most insane stats we have. So yeah, so I was surprisingly I was the only one to pick the Lions. Like I don't know how I don't know how because that was honestly game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Very very close game. Coming down to the wire, Lions thought they had it, but the Rams came back in the second half. It came down to essentially 1 point, and refs gave the nudge to the Lions in that game.
Yeah, like the Lions finally got a call to go their way, so that's nice.
Yep.
And
So
also, as somebody who is a pseudo Saints fan, watching the Rams get screwed over on a call like that, it's just how sad.
yep. So everything is set.
There's Leah.
And hello, Leah. Welcome.
Hey, you know when you wake up and your body is like, no, you're still tired. No, you're still
Yeah.
tired. And it's the fifth time you're waking up and you go, I should really look at my phone, and then you see the message and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you up?
Hey, you up?
I've been kinda awake for the past half an hour, but decided, no, don't look at your phone. If you look at your phone, you'll definitely get up. You're not ready yet. And then it's couple minutes ago, I looked at my phone and I was like, oh yeah, the podcast.
Whoopsie doodle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, not whoopsie doodle. Let me go, like, have a drink, have a drink, do stuff, so that way I don't sound like death warmed over.
Fair enough. Thankfully, we just started. We just went over how we did. Then talked about a little bit about the games.
Do again.
Alrighty. Well, we'll let you get settled in. So we'll go over our winners and losers first before we get to you. So take a rest, take a step back, get composed. We'll go over our
I'm
winners.
ready.
Oh, you're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do winners and losers first?
Sure.
All right.
There's
Go
a-
for it.
There is a blindingly obvious pick for loser of the week.
Yes.
How about them boys?
How about them boys? Teddy was right all those months ago. Let them have their fun now, because in January, this the
First
first
team to
ever.
lose-
Yep.
First team to lose to a 7th seed. It now has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thanks, Cowboys, for making the 7th seed actually relevant, assholes.
And, people are saying, oh, it was Dax Prescott's fault. it was Dak's fault. It was Dak's fault. No, it was the defense's fault. They couldn't stop a fucking leaky roof.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like, anyone who's complaining about Dak is like, Dak isn't a bad quarterback, and you could do a lot worse than him.
I kind of hope they do worse. Like, I kind of hope that the Cowboys are dumbasses and are just like, oh yeah, Dak was the problem, and get rid of him because he's the only thing that's keeping this team afloat right now.
Yeah, him and Tony
As
Pollard.
a Bears fan, I would take Dak.
Even Tony Pollard, like, he fell off hard this year. But yes, as a Bears fan, I would 100% take Dak Prescott. He'd be the best quarterback in our team's history. Come on now.
Do you have a winner for the week?
My winner was the Packers, obviously, because they are playing with house money and they're doing very well at it.
I feel like either the Packers or Jordan Love has been your winner for the week, like, a bunch of times.
I mean, actually,
some Bears fan.
Only recently, because Jordan Love has, like a couple weeks ago, people were wondering, is Jordan Love the guy for the Packers? And now, nope, they're not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He is confirmed that guy for the Packers.
Why do they keep finding that guy?
Because the Packers are bullshit.
Well, they were in like late 70s into the 80s.
I wasn't even alive then. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Yeah. You weren't around for the magic of 1989 with Magikowski.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get to see Magic Mike.
Nope. All right, I'll go next. My loser for the week, Dolphins.
They now hold the record for longest playoff win drought.
Yep. As a Jets and Bills fan, I am happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got absolutely destroyed by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Honestly, with that weather, to be expected.
Yeah.
Sure.
By the way, that's my winner for the week. Cold weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that gave like big home field advantages to both the Chiefs and the Bills.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think it would be that helpful to the Steelers since they play in the North anyway. But like, yeah, the Steelers in that game still look like totally out of sorts, and the Bills look like they were playing in their element.
Right. Speaking of that element, I just love the I love the whenever the Bills scored a touchdown, everyone was throwing snow up in the air like it was like fireworks going off. That was really cute.
That was kind of cool.
That was cute. I loved it. It was the
yeah.
Yeah, it was basically the equivalent of the it was the Buffalo Bills equivalent of the firing off the cannons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Except, although I will call out that one guy who threw a snowball at George Pickens. Bad on you.
Yeah, that's not good.
And also meme status. Andy Reid's mustache.
Oh, that was gross. You look like he had a cold. He had like runny nose and just like gross.
He might have.
I would have. Yeah. That's how my mustache has been the last couple of days.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Nicky, your winners and losers.
All right, my loser for the week is the Browns and not just because they got their shit rocked by the Texans. It's because it also just came out that they have fired a whole bunch of their offensive coaching staff.
That seems like a mistake.
Yeah, according to Josina Anderson, the Browns have fired offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, running backs coach Stump Mitchell, and tight ends coach T.C. McCartney.
Uh-huh.
Why? I would like to know why.
Factory of Sadness.
Okay, I yes, they are a meme, but they aren't running things for memes. Like, there has to be a logical reason for this. Like, they're off. Like, they're firing their offensive coordinator despite the fact that they were on their fifth string quarterback and they pulled Joe Flacco's legacy game out of their ass somehow. they're firing their running backs coach after they lost Nick Chubb and somehow turned Jerome Ford into a quality running back. And they fired their tight end coach despite the fact that David Njoku had his best season.
Yeah,
Like, the only thing that I can think of that could justify this is that they know they have to tailor their offense around Deshaun Watson for next season. So they're getting rid of all of the stuff that wasn't working with Deshaun and are going to try and clean slate it. And that is a recipe for disaster because you are basically...
How long have those people been with the organization? It might also just be like
Van
similar
Pelt,
to
I think...
how similar to how some Steelers fans are like, oh, we want to get rid of Tomlin because he's been around for so long and it's getting stale.
Yeah. Alex Van Pelt has been the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach since 2020, so 4 seasons.
Okay, not that long.
That's long enough for a coordinator.
Oh
Usually they either get usually they either get fired or get promoted.
Or moved.
Mm-hmm. Stump Mitchell and his excellent beard. Even longer. He's been their running backs coach since 2019. And the other one was TC something. TC McCartney. He's been there since 2020, so for 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's all. Like they have a little bit of time on the clock, but it also just feels weird that they finally have an offense that isn't total dog shit, and they're moving on from them. Like that feels like it just incentivizes it doesn't incentivize good work. Yeah. If they know that they're still going to get fired if they don't meet their exact specifications.
All right.
But hey, Brown's gonna Browns.
Yeah. Anyway,
there's a reason why they are the povertiest of poverty franchises.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going off.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened? This about Mike McCarthy?
No, we've learned who will be. We've learned most of the teams that will be playing in the international games this coming year.
Ooh.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Bears, Vikings, and Jaguars for the London games, and Panthers are in the Germany game. Oh boy!
Poor
You're trying to sell NFL to the world, and you're picking the wrong teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it will be. By the sounds of it, it's going to be Bears versus Vikings in London.
Could be a good game.
They should do that in Norway or something.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Norway or Denmark has has a football stadium big enough.
Probably not.
You'd be surprised.
No, they might have soccer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I say football isn't FUT.
Duh.
Yeah.
Actual football.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, yes. So.
Winner of the week.
Yeah, your winner.
I'm going Tampa.
Heck yeah.
They whooped the shit out of Philly. How did they manage to avoid getting on the losers list?
Because the Philadelphia Eagles are a train wreck. They have that 2020 Steelers energy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, things were going great for them until they weren't. But the Bucks, everybody keeps clowning on them because, Baker Mayfield is still there. I had a conversation with someone at work yesterday, and they were just like, I'm not ready for Baker Mayfield to be good. This is weird. And I was just like, I think that being stuck on that Hugh Jackson team that just finished 0-16, I think that might have stunted his development a little bit. But yeah, he's finally starting to become the.
Part of it might be that, but part of it might also be because he was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Others in the league have seen him as a bad commodity,
Sure.
And,
which is not entirely his fault.
Right.
all right. So anyway, just going over some like last minute news, like as far as where coaches are going, who's being interviewed, what's not. Belichick was interviewed by the Falcons, or at least they're confirming to have an interview. Let's see what else.
Cowboys are doing nothing.
Yep, they.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Fair.
another year with McCarthy. I believe the Commanders have a new GM in Adam Peters.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Apparently the Falcons and the Chargers have both made plays for Jim Harbaugh.
Yep, I did. Yeah, I did see that with Harbaugh. I'm just going down the list with Ian Rappaport. Let's see who. Anybody else? Trying to think. I think that's about it as far as like coaches on the move and whatnot. Someone from Detroit that was getting interviewed. Was it Ben Ben, what's his face?
Ben Johnson? No, I think it was the defensive coordinator. I think it was Aaron Glenn.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. Cause
Yeah, me neither.
Leslie. Oh right, Leslie Frazier got an interview with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bears interviewed Greg Roman for the offensive coordinator job. I hate that. Like, gee, how can we help aid in Justin Fields' passing development? I know. Let's get the guy who basically ran the Baltimore Ravens into the ground.
yeah.
Emphasis on ran.
Yeah, that's about it. All right. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's move on to the divisional round. We got 4 games, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Let's get right to it. Starting off with Texans Ravens. So Ravens are getting Ravens. They had the bye and they're getting healthy since I think Mark Andrews is now off IR. And and the Texans are currently amazing.
Yeah, the Texans are that team all of a sudden. They're just like, oh man, they can't be stopped. This is a team of destiny. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they get past the Ravens, like then it's on. Like then there's no stopping them.
Yeah, like I think again, like something I mentioned, like this team has like 09 2010 Jets vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but with an actual quarterback.
Yeah.
Because like,
Shouldn't stop me.
yeah, because you know, like again, they're coming in with a rookie quarterback, who's putting up like these amazing numbers, coming up with a new coach, defensive minded coach, who and they again, the Jets never won their division because you know the Patriots had a lock on that division for God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
They have that spunky youth energy, with a couple of veterans on the side to really punch through the AFC.
Yeah.
And right now that main obstacle right now is the Baltimore Ravens, who are pretty much proven that they are the best team in the NFL. Now the question, do they have enough? Do the Texans have enough punch to get through that defense and stop that amazing offense, especially now that they have their start tight end coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now the coin is thinking that yes, the Texans will do that. But I think that because they have their rest and Mark Andrews is coming back to add more to that amazing offense, I think the Ravens will actually will end their Cinderella story here. Leah, what do you think?
One second, I'm double checking the report I'm reading.
Okay.
Literally on Mark Andrews.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did hear that Mark Andrews was using a hyperbaric sleep chamber because his girlfriend's family has one for some reason.
I thought you were...
They're probably divers, so they need one.
Boys, did you think I was about to say hyperbolic time chamber?
Yes.
I cut that the fuck off.
Hyperbaric...
I knew what you would. Hypersonic lion tamer.
That one was on purpose.
Maybe.
To be fair, I had to I had to really try to not say that.
It's like, wait, he has a what?
Yes, he's training with Goku.
So what I'm reading is he won't be back this week, but he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
So so if they do win, they'll be ready to face either the Bills or the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right on that edge of, we could play him, but that'd be real risky.
Yeah. Well,
on him.
Right, but again, according to Ian Rappaport about 3 hours ago, at the time of recording, he was a full participant in practice today.
Oh.
Full participant doesn't mean he was going at full speed. It just means he participated
for the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And unless, whenever I hear that, unless I either see footage of him going like full bore the whole way, or I'm there, I put like, I'm hesitant to say, oh good, he's back, because like,
all right,
there's always the chance that like, you only see like the 30 seconds where he's like playing at max speed to see if he can.
Okay. I will say, like, while he's been out, Isaiah Likely's been playing really good. So,
it's like it's the classic. Like, the number 1 seed is really good. The number 2 seed is still kind of really good.
Yeah.
It's like the Browns in 2020. It's like, oh no, Nick Chubb's out. Oh wait, no, we have Kareem Hunt. We're good.
Exactly. But I'm picking the Texans because I have this strange feeling that that team wants to get revenge for what happened to the Oilers all those years back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nicky,
they are the spiritual successors to the Oilers.
Okay. Nicky, what about you?
Part of me is just like the AFC right now. The AFC right now is loaded with like the top 3 right now of like the Ravens, the Bills, and the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Texans can make their way out of that, like that's just going to be like they will have earned all of this. So I'm going to say the Ravens.
Okay.
But I do think it's going to be close.
All right, that's fair. By the way,
agreed.
Yeah. By the way, I just noted I was scrolling down. Ravens Nation tweet out 2012. Ray Lewis goes down with what was thought to be a season-ending injury. Comes back in the playoffs. Ravens win the Super Bowl. 2023. Mark Andrews goes down with what was thought to be a season-ending injury. Comes back in the playoffs. ...
Uh-oh.
But they're gonna post that no matter what, even if he's like not gonna play.
Yeah. Although, actually looking at the post beneath it, Andrew said like if he feels that he can help on Saturday, he's good. But if not, he's not. He was gonna leave it to likely.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like when I was reading the report, it was like, okay, if they desperately need him, he'll play. But if he's like not really needed and they're kind of in an okay spot, he'll sit back. And then next week he'll come back with a vengeance.
All right.
Also, the spread on this game is Baltimore -9.
Okay,
they'll cover that. They'll cover that easy.
That's way.
Yeah,
too
I was
high.
like, I'm like 9. It's either this game is either going to be really close or not.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's either the Texans will keep up with the Ravens, or the Ravens will just be that team.
The Ravens win by 30.
Yeah, it's
they either win by 3 or
be...
30, nothing in between.
Yes, exactly.
All right, speaking of vengeance, next game on Saturday, Packers taking on the 49ers.
If I have to
So,
hear,
so
if I have
you
to hear
talked
one
about
more person talking about, hey, remember the '90s with this rivalry? I am going to throw up.
So remember how you said, "Oh, the Ravens, the Texans, and the Bills and the Chiefs, you could all see them winning the Super Bowl."
Mm-hmm.
This side of the field, I don't like this side of the divisional round, the Lions, the Buccaneers, the 49ers, and the Packers. I only really see one team
Yeah,
having a chance.
the NFC runs through San Francisco right now,
Yes.
provided that they aren't like super rusty after playing their backups in Week 18 and having the bye week in the first round of the playoffs. Like, as long as they don't just come out and play like ass against the Packers, they should run away with this.
Right.
Yes. Like Lions versus any of the other four, I don't see the
Mhm.
Lions winning. Buccaneers versus the other four, I don't see the Buccaneers winning.
Mhm.
Packers versus the other four, I don't see them winning. 49ers, I see them winning against like at least half, maybe like 3 of the 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Winning comfortably by like a score plus.
Yes.
So part of me does want to take the 49ers. But then there's the other idea I have of how much this would inflate the Packers' egos for them to win.
Honestly, it'd be.
I want to see.
Well,
I want to see how big it'll get.
Well, honestly, it would be vindication because I think it was like how many times like in the 2010s into the 2020s have the Packers met with the 49ers in some round and got utterly humiliated by the 49ers. Because there was I'm trying to go back because there was 2022 they got humiliated in the divisional round. Because of Robbie Gould. 2019, they got utterly humiliated by Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
Twice by Colin Kaepernick. And I think that was it, because it was like 2013 and 2012. I think they got utterly destroyed by the 49ers, and then the other time it was the Seahawks. Because honestly, like when going up against the NFC West, they all always have some form of a problem.
So
Right.
So looking over this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow.
Okay, what's the wow?
So the last time the 49ers beat, not the 49ers, the last time the Packers beat the 49ers in the playoffs, they won the Super Bowl.
Now, in 97, right?
2010.
2010. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Every time since the 49ers and the Packers have faced off each other in the playoffs, they've been bounced.
And it's always like in the humiliating or historic fashion. Like even go back to the 90s, the catch 2.
Right.
Was against the Packers with Steve Young to Terrell Owens.
Also, what did I say at the start of this? Blah.
Sorry. But yeah, I'm taking the 49ers, and so's the coin.
Yeah, I'm taking the Niners too.
Alrighty.
I'm going to do it. I'm gonna say it. The Packers will finally beat them in the playoffs.
Alrighty. Okay, next, starting on Sunday, Buccaneers taking on the Lions. Buccaneers absolutely humiliated the Eagles, and the Lions had game of the week against the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I have. How do I put this nicely? The Buccaneers is won that game because of the Eagles being horrible. I think now the Buccaneers will lose because the Lions are a more together team, like a more complete team.
Uh,
Mhm.
mm.
I will just say
Younger,
that.
better.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I will just
Which
say
I
that.
hate to say because I'm a
Yeah.
fucking Bears fan.
I am fine with the Lions like finally being good, because like they deserve it.
Yeah,
Fair.
It's been years.
decades.
Yeah, if the Packers can hog all of the fun for 30 years, then by God, the Lions deserve at least a couple years where they are literally not garbage tier.
Yeah.
Also, I find it beautiful that either Baker Mayfield or the Detroit Lions are going to make a conference championship game before the Dallas Cowboys this century.
Yes.
Get fucked on.
Also, also a stat we didn't mention about the Cowboys. The Packers are undefeated against the Packers are undefeated against the Cowboys in AT&T Stadium.
Yep.
Mm,
It's their home.
Yep.
they own it. Suck it, Jerry. You're homeless now.
God, I wish.
Lions are favored by 6.5 in this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
That's I'd probably say accurate. Maybe off by like a couple points.
Yeah,
at most
this
I'd say 10.
I think the Bucks can keep this game close because I think that Baker Mayfield is finally like playing like the number one pick that we thought he could be.
He's finally
But
gotten into his groove, playing the
yeah,
game his way.
Yep.
yeah, and I do hope that the Bucks do retain him because like I think that he can be their I think he can be their franchise quarterback for a few more years.
Yeah. Honestly,
At least
uh,
long enough for them to find a good like replacement QB.
Sure.
well,
Sure.
honestly, he could end up being like the new Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was like again, Brees was like their go-to guy back in 2002 until he got hurt, ended up getting
Mm-hmm.
traded to the New Orleans Saints, and ended up having an amazing career. So maybe this could be a similar situation to that. Started off with the Browns, made it to the playoff the one time. Even though they ended up getting bounced, he gets hurt. He gets bounced. Although he has bounced around two teams before then, but maybe Tampa is going to be his new home.
Maybe so.
But the Lions are really good.
Yeah, I mean they had a tough test against the Rams. The Rams did show up in that second half.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
it did get down to the wire until they decided, like, I mean, the refs did help out, but it really came down to, like, the better play calling on the offense than the defense.
That's what I'm worried about with the Lions is their stamina. They're really good in the first half, and their second half is usually weaker, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which is worrying for these like higher intensity games.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be closer, but I'm taking the Lions to punch into the NFC Championship for the first time.
So am I.
Yep. Quinn's taking the Bucks.
Fair.
I think I'll take the Lions, but like I do think that the Bucks can keep this game close.
Alrighty. All right.
This is similar to the Ravens Texans game, where it'll either be really close or it won't be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and finally, Sunday night game around 6:00, but not really exactly Sunday night. Chiefs taking on the Bills. Yes, you heard
Sunday
that.
evening.
Yes, Sunday evening, and yes, you heard that right. The Chiefs are the away team for the first. I think so. The first time since what, 2018?
First time in the Mahomes era.
Yeah,
So it'd have to be since Alex Smith was their quarterback.
yeah.
But yeah, like this is going to be weird. Like, first off, this game is going to get, like, billed as, like, the game of the century or whatever, because Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Come and see it Sunday.
Yeah.
But
Also, Taylor
Right.
Swift.
special appearance by Taylor Swift, yeah.
Well, Sunday's supposed to be cold. It's gonna be at like a high of 24.
That doesn't really hurt either team, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, the Chiefs shown that, I think both of these teams showed that they could play in the cold weather pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be and for KC's case, it's probably gonna be slightly warmer.
Yeah. Like,
So-
Andy Reid's going to show up in a Hawaiian shirt, be like, ooh, this is refreshing. Because keep in
So,
mind, before KC, he coached in Philly.
Right.
So, he's a cold man.
Lee, you were saying?
I'm just trying to so I have a feeling I really want to take the Chiefs. I have a feeling they're not going to win, but I really want to take the Chiefs because of the Kelsey brothers. Just because I want to see Travis clown on people and then like win it for his brother.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, Jason Kelsey's retiring.
Yep.
Not official yet. He's not announced fucking anything.
Yeah, but he's said it to his teammates. And, like, everybody's just running with it, and nobody stopped it, so.
He's actively said, I haven't made a decision yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this...
I'll decide when the time is right.
Okay.
Right. So, and until himself says, I'm done, because how many times have we heard that? How many times did we hear, Tom Brady has retired, and then him say, nah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can say, oh yeah, I'm thinking of retiring to your team, and then, like, think about it after the game and go, no, I've still got a season in me. I
Yeah,
can still go.
true.
And Jason can still go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if the tush push is anything, yes, he can still go.
Hell,
Mhm.
even without the tush push, he can still go.
Right. That being,
Do I switch?
do you want to take the Chiefs?
Don't know. My heart is saying the Chiefs. My head is saying the Bills.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be a homer and say the Bills freaking do this, and with that, all they have to do is run through Baltimore and win.
Mm-hmm. I just saw a post on the college football Reddit page that says safeties should subtract 2 points.
Oh, instead of add 2 points.
Yeah, instead of adding 2 points to the team that gets it, it should subtract 2 points from the team that gets it, that gets safetied on, because that could lead to negative scoregami.
Ooh.
That would also lead to a whole new branch of scoregami.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the University of Iowa would win a game 0 to -2.
See, that's part of the reason I don't think it'll ever happen, because of the whole, like, you can win without scoring.
Yeah. But yeah, safeties are like should be an indictment on your team. Like you let yourself get pushed all the way backwards.
Well,
I mean, they are, because the other team gets 2 points, and if I remember correctly, I'm terrible with rules on football sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The team that just got the safety then get to try and score a touchdown.
yeah,
They do.
Yeah, they basically just get, like, not only do you get sacked in the end zone, you have to punt off the team who just sacked you in the end zone.
Yeah, that is true. But like, still 0 -2.
So it's like
So a chance
it can be anywhere from a 9-point to 10-point swing
Mm-hmm.
if they go for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry
in
about that.
that case, it'd be an 8 to 10 point if they miss.
Mhm.
Yes, if they miss.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Nicky, who are you taking?
Sounds
It
like you're in
feels
a similar boat to me.
Yeah, because I don't want to just completely, like, say, oh, we're all taking the Bills. Because, like, writing off Patrick Mahomes is never a good idea.
Yes.
And I do want some tension to come down to the final game, because otherwise we're just going to be, like after the Lions game is over, we're just going to already know who's won for the week. So I guess I'll take the Chiefs, but this is very close. What's the spread on this game?
Let's check DraftKings.
I have switched my pick to the Chiefs as well.
All right.
Oh, well, fuck.
Too bad.
Is it a pick'em? Oh wait, minus 2.5 favor the Bills.
Yeah, that's close enough to a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I'm going Bills. Heck it.
Okay.
Fine.
You have provided me an opportunity. Although this does mean that me and Voice have the exact same picks. God damn it.
Oh well.
I'm
No,
the difference maker.
Fine, I'll take the Chiefs. I hate this.
Also, I've realized if I'm right on the Packers Lions, I have made a very, very critical mistake.
Mm-hmm.
An all NFC North NFC championship.
I would pay money for that. I would love to see it.
Divisional rivalries in the championship games? Yes, please.
Yes.
It happened in 2013 with 49ers Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that, by the way. I genuinely would like to see Packers Lions because that's a actually good game.
Yeah. All right. With that said, we will see y'all for the NFC and AFC championship games.
This time with no Cowboys.
Finally.